Anyhow, so what's everybody doing today? Let's keep it up. I do have a couple of news channels out there. Some people don't like the United States apparently, but that's okay with me. These NATO countries are going to be begging for help as soon as we're done with this stuff today, and they sure don't mind taking our money, begging for money and all this kind of crap. But boy, when it comes to helping out, trying to get rid of a few dictators and scumbags off the face of the earth, they don't want to step in because they all too chicken shit. Anyway, I remember France, they pulled out. So they begged us to come into Vietnam. French pulled out, pussies. Yeah, England, they ain't worth a shit anymore either. I think we had to pull out of NATO all the way around. Screw it, I'm tired of our taxpayer dollars going to them countries anyway. They don't do shit. They don't help shit except for beg for money. I'm all for a 200% tariff increase on Germany and England myself. You get them little Mercedes Benz over there in Germany and see how much money they lose. That's all right, because when we pull out, our military pulls out over there, they'll be begging us to come back, because that's who gives us more of the money is our military over there, stationed over there. They'll be to pull that all the way around. Yeah, when they start begging for money, tell them, F you, Putin, go for it. Hell, they don't want your ass anyway. Anyhow, that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. This is my channel. I was trying to be unbiased about a lot of things, but the more I hear what's going on around the world, the more I'm, I'm trying to be unbiased about it, even though I am a MAGA. MAGA simply stands for Make America Great Again. And if you don't want to make America great again, then I don't know what to tell you. That's all there is to it. People like to refer to that as some kind of a cult, but I don't know about you, but I don't know where an acronym about making America great again is a cult, because we're a dictator. Because in our country we can only serve 8 years total in a two-term presidency anyway. So England needs to remove their little crown jewel over there called King and Queen, because they've been, well, it ain't looking too good, because that's a dictatorship too, isn't it? Well, I thought elections were elections, but you can't elect a king and a queen, and that's what they do. I realize they have a parliament over there, but nonetheless, they still have a king and a queen, and that to me is kind of wrong. They still look up to their king and queen like for their formality shit, whatever the hell they call it. Think about it, people. They got a king and a queen over there. You know what you're calling Donald Trump? Donald Trump ain't no king. Donald Trump just a man. You know what I mean? But as far as his philosophies goes and his presidential campaign goes, it's up to the Congress to decide a lot of what's going on there. They're blocking him from everything he's wanting to do anyway. So I don't see how you can say he's got full control over everything, because he don't. You better look at your state senators and your House of Representatives and vote them bastards out if you don't like it, because they're the one holding everything up. Yes, one guy made a comment on one of my channels having about Trump does a lot of executive orders. Yes, but it is not a permanent law, people. We need to do our research on crap, because executive orders are only temporary. It takes the Congress, which is the state senators and your House of Representatives, to make it a permanent law, and they don't want to. The Democrats are trying to pull a lot of stunts and crap over there that they're trying to block everything you want to do. Let the man try to do his job, and then tell me what's happening. I'm still looking for 300,000 missing children under the Biden administration. I'm still looking for the Venezuelan border. I bet people talk about, well, we went and got a Venezuelan. Okay, well, he was a dictator, for Christ's sakes. He was a drug lord. Yeah, they got him. Shit. He's also a terrorist. All right, damn. So is the Iranian regime, or whatever you want to call it over there. I don't give a damn what you call it. People, bottom line, they're terrorists. Yeah, we attacked our country. Hell, they've been attacking our country for the last 40 years, and then some. I was in under the first kidnapping attempt when they kidnapped the people I was stationed over in Germany. Hell, I had to right. We had to get ready to rock and roll and go over there, but no, Carter had to stop it. Yeah, Carter was a piece of shit president. He's a great humanitarian, though. I will give him credit for a humanitarian, but he couldn't run the country to save his own ass. So yeah, I do respect him for that. But people don't sit there and say we attacked them. They attacked us first, and they've been attacking us from within our own country. Okay. You better think about it and take a look around. Bombings within our own country from these sleeper cells, and people need to do a little research on there, find out what's really going on. There's propaganda on both sides. Yes, I will agree to that. But I'm not stupid. I wasn't born under a friggin' rock. I'm an old veteran. I'll defend my country still today. So there you go. As far as that goes, if you don't like the country, you can always leave. I don't know where these other countries get off by telling me about our president when they don't even live here. They're in another country, for Christ's sake, England. England wants to bitch about the United States. Hell, we kicked your ass the first time. We'll kick your ass the second time. Shut the fuck up. Get out of here. Get off my channel. Germany, same damn way. Hell, we had your ass and vice the first time, and I'll be goddamn if we're going to raise up again. But, we're going to pull our shit out. You're going to wind up, sucking some, what, on a stick, and you'll be kissing Donald Trump's ring when you find out that, we need some help over here. Can you send us some money? We need $300,000 to defend ourselves against Putin. We need money for this. We need oil. We need gas. Our people are freezing over here. Well, you know what? F you. Screw off. You guys don't want to help us try to, eliminate this shit, that's fine. But, I don't listen to ABC News or any kind of crap like that, or NBC or ABC, CBS, or LGBTQ, RSTUV, WXYZ News, or whatever the hell you want to call it, faggot ass channel. Anyhow, leave me some comments there. Tell me what y'all think about, the news today. I do respect all comments. However, you will keep it clean on my channel. I'm the only one that can cuss on here, okay? If I find out you cuss anybody else out, I'll ban you, okay? If you don't like my channel, you can always leave. I really don't care. I give you the news straight up G what it is. And yes, I do give my opinions on here. But ABC News and all the other news channels are there to report news and only the news and not give their friggin' opinions. I got enough of my own damn opinions. So, that's why this was screwed up. I remember growing up as a kid in the 60s, for Christ's sakes. We didn't have YouTube to try to promote terrorism and everything else. I mean, you listen to the news and you didn't like it, you changed the channel to another news who had a whole different story on its own. So, yeah, people, it's like, I don't know what the hell you're talking about. I really don't care what it is. I mean, it's just, leave a comment there. If you like the channel, give me a thumbs up. If you don't, change the channel. It's your call. Don't like it, get your own damn channel. Kind of simple, folks. I watching up this YouTube shorts here for this fat son of a bitches eating cheeseburgers, and y'all give them money. These fat little pieces of crap stuffing cheeseburgers down their throat. And yes, this is an adult show meant for 18 or older. There you go. I have to say it on TV because apparently YouTube don't like me cussing, but I don't care. I've got it for 18 or older. You don't like it, change the channel. Nobody broke your arm, people. Anyhow, that's I'd rather trade recipes and bullets and wars any day of the week. I don't know about you, but it's a little safer that way. But the world is not the world I grew up in. It's a lot different now. And recipes and wars. I've been halfway around the world 14 times. I've seen other countries, and half these morons in this channel haven't even been out of their own state, let alone the city, to see what it's like overseas. I have. And believe me, you probably wouldn't like it. You couldn't live over there to save your own butts because they're different than us. But anyhow, I do like the food over there. I grant them that. I like the food here in the United States. Grant me that. Why don't we start trading recipes instead of bullets and wars, okay, folks? Because it's a lot safer, and our opinions of food might be a little bit different, but some of it looks pretty gross and tastes gross, but hell, this is what it is. Anyhow, this is to let you know what's going on for today about Trump's assassination attempt. Apparently, it was a school teacher that has gone awry. No, go figure, from California. I got a nuisance raising another nutcase. Yeah, you can stick. I got out of that state 30 years ago, and I haven't looked back since. But the only thing I like about California is the Mexican food. Other than that, they can fall in the ocean for all I care. But anyhow, let's try to talk about some recipes and see what kind of food you like, what part of the world you're from. I kind of like Mexican, Chinese, Japanese. I like Italian. I like all kinds of food. But I like the authentic stuff, and most people wouldn't like authentic Mexican food because it sets three cow intestines guts and everything else. Probably what you find in American hot dogs, to tell you the truth. So, yeah, that's what it is. There you go. I had to change my name to the MAGA News channel because apparently I'm being persuaded more to the other side than whatever it is because I do listen to I listen to news from the actual news itself. I watch the Senate hearings, I watch the congressional hearings live when I do. Sometimes I have to watch the recordings because I can't get them live all the time. But yes, I do watch the channels from the White House, and so that's I listen to both senators and House Representatives. Democrats and Republicans. No, I don't agree with what Republicans say. No, but there's a hell of a lot of Democrats that I don't think I've seen them one time where they say God bless America. I don't think I've heard one Democrat say God bless America. You show me one that has, and I'll probably freak out because it's never been there. So anyhow, this is a this is a MAGA news channel, but we do have other things on there other than MAGA news. We have a variety of things. I do a lot of shorts for video shorts, and you don't have to like my channels to like the music, and that's all there is to it. I like to do a lot of recipe shows on here too, so that'll be done as well. So I don't know. Send me some recipes on here. Let's see if we can make some and show them to the rest of the people what kind of food you like to make. You don't have to really share it. Show us a picture of your dinner and tell us what it is, and tell me if that's your favorite dinner, or tell us maybe a little bit about it. Like where it came from. Is it your grandma's recipe? Do you eat it for lunch, dinner, breakfast? What part of the world you're from, and all kind of stuff. We're kind of interested. Yeah, some of them dinners look pretty good, but we don't know what it is. I watch some of these shorts to where some of that crap looks good, but these guys are like picking their nose and scratching their ass, and they're patting the shit down with their hands without gloves on. That's kind of scary, folks. I mean, they had me at the side of the food until they start doing that kind of stuff. But it's kind of sick. But anyway, you want to do that. If you're going to do that, do it at home on your own preparation time, but don't do it for the general public and pass the food around when you're scratching your butt and pat it down and say, oh, here you go, I hand the food over to some customer and charge them money for it. But the guy's got probably more disease in the face here than anybody I know. You do that at home. I mean, that just shows me the kind of people you are if you're doing that shit. Yeah, no, I don't. Wear gloves when I'm at home, but I wash my hands, and at least I am at home. I'm not passing my food around to nobody else either. I'm eating it myself because I know who I am and I know what I am. But as far as going to a restaurant, if I saw that, I'd throw up and puke, and I'd probably give it right back to the to the fucking chef and shove it up his butt or something. Like, damn, dude, are you serious? Yeah, but anyway. Yeah, just whatever. But whatever you do, don't blame the waitress because the waitress ain't cooking your food. The chef is. Don't blame. I mean, the waitresses they work hard, and waiters they work hard for their money. Now, I will not tip if I see the waitress sitting down on her butt, or the waiter over there, and he's sitting in a butt in the corner, and they're just talking away, chatting away, and there's only two people in the whole restaurant, and I need to refill my coffee, and I've been waiting 20 minutes, and they're looking over here, and I'm motioning for them, they don't come, or I see somebody else, they're motioning for them for a cup of coffee, and they don't come, or they're just lollygagging around. No, I don't. They don't need no tip. They're in their butt. They just want free money. You want to lollygag around, somebody getting their job or some shit. But for the most part, I've seen these waiters and waitresses bust their hightail and asses off. But to me, you got to earn your tip like anything else. But I'm glad to see that they stopped at least the tax on the tips on that because they don't get very much. In case people don't understand, they get paid. They don't even get paid minimum wage. I don't know if people realize that, but waiters do not get paid minimum wage. They get paid like anywhere from $1.75, $2.75 an hour. And what the restaurants do is they actually tax them on the minimum wage rate. So if you're say getting $1 an hour and minimum wage is $7.50 an hour or whatever it is, you're getting taxed on $6.50 an hour, whether you make that money or not. Now that's wrong. That's totally wrong. But some waitresses do pretty good. They're still taxed on the minimum wage rate, but they gotta do it, in a slick way about, just cash only. Cash is always good. But yeah, I don't believe in that tax them on an average minimum wage rate when they don't even know what the hell they made. So it's like, I'm glad to see a little step up in the environment there. But what I have noticed though is on a lot of these waiters and waitresses now they're demanding tips. Because this is one thing you don't do from me ever is demand tips. Because that don't fly with me. You do your job and I'll give you a tip. I'll give you a decent tip. But you don't ever demand tip. You don't ever look at me cross-eyed. You just do your job, and if I think you need a tip, I'll give you a tip. Simple. I worked in the service world before. I know what it's like. Yeah, baby. But I never demanded anything. I figured, hell, you coming to me and getting paid a damn paycheck was good enough for me because I accepted the job as what it was with no guarantees, okay? Teachers, they accept the job, no guarantees. They accept the job at the price that they're demanding, and now they want more money for doing nothing. They send your kids home for, for homework. Why? You're not teaching your kid in school. That's what you're telling me. You're not doing your job. That's bullshit. A police officer goes to work every day. He accepted to pay for what he said. He knew what he was getting into when he became a police officer. Yeah, don't beg for me for money. If you accept that job for what you're getting paid for, you know the results. You go to an interview, you know what's ahead of yourself. You know the perks. You know the bummers out of it. Just like the military. You know when you go to join the military. Yeah, the other recruiters will lie to you, but for the most part, you know what you're getting into. You're not stupid. You weren't born yesterday. You know what it is. You do your research. You know what an E1 makes, and you know what an E5 makes. All you do is a little research on it and figure it out. But you accept that job, and you realize one day you might have to pull the trigger on that gun you're holding and loading. It ain't on just the college fund. Sometimes you got to pay Uncle Sam a little bit of dues. Saying, damn. I'm on here on the college fund, and when it comes down to you having to actually pull the trigger on an M16A2 rifle, I guess is what they call it now. I was on an M16A1 rifle when I was in. That was way, way back when they had the M16A1s, they already M16 rifles, which is the carryover from the Vietnam War after the M1 carbines, which were heavy son of a guns. But anyway, there's a price to pay for everything you make. I'm sorry, people, but that's the way it is. You know what you're getting into when you get the job. If you don't, then you say, hey, get another one. Don't know what to tell you. You were looking for one when you got there, you'll be looking for one when you leave. Kind of simple. It ain't that hard. Like changing the channel on a TV. I don't know why people can't, change that. They got to look at that channel and gripe about it. Look at that sex on TV. Well, change that damn channel, people. Shit, ain't that what broke your arm? And nobody broke your voice or cry. You turned on the TV. You can always turn it off. Damn. If people don't like the channel on the TV, change it. It's not hard to do. If you were able to get to that channel, you can change it to another one. But like people want free speech. Yeah, free speech. Death to America, death to America. But if I yell death to Iran or anything like that on here, I'm ridiculed for that shit. You know, bull crap. These like Mexico complain about the United States. Well, go back to Mexico then, dude. Damn. I'm tired of you people up here. I'm sick of you damn morons up here. You want to live up here, you want the free ride up here, but you hold the Mexican flag, and you ought to be holding a United States flag. If you want to be here, hold a U.S. flag up here at least. I don't give a damn if you hold a Mexican flag up there, but you better hold an American flag up there with it, saying you want to be here. There's nothing wrong with your heritage. There is something wrong with your brain. Oh, by the way, y'all half-breeds, by the way, you better do your research on what Mexico is, but that's okay. I'm not trying to be politically correct because I am, because that's what it is. We're all half-breeds in their own right because we all descended from Adam and Eve, so that means it's all half-breeds. But shit, I don't care what you call me. But you are a Spaniard and you are a Aztec Indian is what you are. That's what made up a Mexican, okay? Good God, people. But you know what? You want to sit there and talk about your shit, be with who Raza, whatever his name was, be with this and be with that. Well, go back there and help them out. Here they need a few good more. Here the drug lords down there need a few more good men to to get lined up and shot at. I guess I don't know. But you reporting my channel about bull crap. I don't care what you report at, because I'm not doing nothing more than reporting what's actually going on. People up here, they want to say, well, prove it, prove it. Look at the news every day. You look at ABC News, it's NBC News, it's all state-run media, but look at the news and see what's going on. But you better look and listen to what's really going on behind the lines. Don't listen to two words and say, oh my God, it's Trump's fault. Listen to the whole statement, okay, people, before you start making a judgment. My God, I mean, a moron monkey can make the news on ABC and CBS and NBC. They've been sued more times for bullshit lies than anybody I know. Surprised he's still able to call them a news station. It's not a news station, it's a entertainment center is what it is. News reports the news. I'm considered entertainment. Okay, the news is the news. You report the news. You don't give your opinion on the news. You give the facts. Facts are they've lied. It's been proven they've lied. How many times can you go to court and make retractions on your shit? Like, damn. I don't know, but life is what it is, and I don't know. This is kind of a fairly young channel. I'm new to this channel, but I try to be unbiased because I was neither a Democrat or a Republican. Before this, I was more of an independent, but independents will never win an election. They never will, and there you go. I'm a conservative. I'm a little bit liberal in some ways, but I'm more conservative in other ways too. So that's why I consider myself an independent person. But it's it is what it is. But I'm got more MAGA than anybody I know, and don't say it's a cult, because MAGA is an acronym for Make America Great Again, which is what I want. Okay, if you want to make America great again, all you gotta do is say MAGA. Hey, MAGA, 4 letters, people. It ain't that hard to pronounce, man. MAGA. Say it. You can say it. MAGA. That's short for Make America Great Again. It doesn't mean it's a cult. Okay? The KKK is like a cult, or whatever you call it. You have your other crap like the IRGC. Those are terrorist views. Hamas. Those are all terrorists, okay? Yeah, MAGA is not a terrorist. Jeez, people, it's just a name. It's a short name for Make America Great Again. I bet half you don't know from what seat to what seat these Islamic or Muslims are even talking about. The Americans are getting up there, from the river to the sea. Okay. Well, I already know what river and I already know what sea they're talking about. But a lot of these people in the United States that are trying to support the Hamas and Hezbollah, whatever they call it, they don't even know what the hell they're talking. They don't know what river and what sea it is. I already know. If you watch my previous channel, I already gave you what it is. I tell you what, the river starts with a J. Okay. Yeah, there you go. And you can figure out what sea it is. Okay. There you go. Figure it out, people. I know, but you don't know, and at least half people are going to go, what river and what sea? Yeah, well, that's what I'm talking. From the river to the sea, make, blah, 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 blah. They don't even know. Okay, well, anyway, folks, it's been a pleasure being with you tonight. I think all my subscribers are being on here. I try to be unbiased, but apparently that can't be all true with the trolls in here. I'm not trying to change your mind. I welcome all comments on here, and that's what it is. We can value your comments. But don't be trying to tell me I'm full of shit when it's my channel, because it's my opinion. That's why I got up. I respect your opinion, respect mine. You don't like it, change the channel, go somewhere else. Go to TikTok and watch that fat motherfucker eat a cheeseburger and give him $5. Me, I'm just here telling you like it is, because I don't care. You understand, people? Go feed that fat person on your YouTube short channel or whatever his live channel is, sitting on the couch, playing a little Nintendo machine, 600-pound fat boy eating cheeseburgers, or some guy sitting on a toilet with a crony on his head and going, oh, no, 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 and giving them money and shit. Man, that's who half these people remind me of. But damn, must be Democrats who don't drink the fucking water in California. That's all I gotta say. And yeah, I could talk about California because I'm from there. But I left that son of a bitch in state 30 years ago, and I ain't looking back. The only thing I miss about California is some of the Mexican food. Just make sure you eat the food before you call ICE, because you'll never get a kidnapping bastard if you run out of the neighborhood. But anyhow, I have my family's Mexican too, so I can talk shit about them too. And yeah, they're all laughing at the Mexicans from Mexico because they all came here legally, and they're a little bit pissed off about what the hell you guys are doing. They're no more freeloaders like you guys. It's like we don't like NATO. Well, the United States does not need NATO, people. We do not need them. We're the most efficient country in the face of the earth. Do you know we have more oil underneath the United States than any other place in the country? Yes, sir, we do. Didn't know that, did you? Yeah, so we don't need them. We do not need NATO. NATO needs us, and the money that you and I both give every time we pay taxes, when you go to the store, or you pay taxes, state, local taxes, federal taxes. I'm tired of giving my money to NATO and these foreign-ass countries who can't stand us and don't want to help us. And the first thing they turn around is beg for help. F you. Man, damn, we got enough of our own illegals on welfare here. I'm not saying it's the food stamps is not good for everybody, or the EBT card. I'm not saying that at all. I'm not saying it's bad at all, because a lot of people do need that, okay? A lot of people need food stamps. A lot of our seniors need food stamps. But if you're a 19-year-old kid and you're sitting on your butt playing a Nintendo game, shit, get off, get a job, go mow some grass. Hell, that's what I did when I was a kid. Go mow some grass. Help your mom or dad out. Get off your lazy butt and go get a job or some shit, for Christ's sake. Man, your mom probably needs the help because you're eating potato chips and sucking down that soda pop, watching your freaking Nintendo machine, or watching The View. Damn. Joey Bear, she's a crack up. She's a weather in La La Land. But anyhow, I don't know. Give me a thumbs up if you like the channel, or if you like and subscribe, and please share the channel. I don't get this hostile a lot of times, but lately it's been kind of to the point where I just had to kind of go off and vent a little bit, because I got tired of these news channels talking shit, and they don't know what the hell they're talking about. You can get donations to my channel. It's in the description. It's MAGAdknews60Terrehaute, or you can PayPal through Karen Paulson, through Cash App. So there you go. Anyhow, it's in the description of my channel, and I'd appreciate it if you can donate to my channel. It keeps us going. I'm trying to get at least 3,000 watch hours, I believe, and 1,000 subscribers. I get monetized here. But other than that, if you can help donations that way, that'd be greatly appreciated. If not, I just appreciate you subscribing to my channel and watching it every now and again. Sometimes our channels might be about recipes or food or whatever it is, or we just might have just a go all around, go chat channel to see who's doing what, when, where, why, and how. Just if you got friends on here, you make friends on this channel. Talk to them over live. I don't care. Talk to them. Make friends on this channel. I'm tired of these people hating everybody in the face. How can you hate somebody you don't even know, for Christ's sakes? Damn. I can tell you right now, not all Muslims are bad, not all Iranians are bad, not all Russians are bad, not all Italians are bad, not all England people are bad, not all French are bad. It's the government system that's screwed up. Well, okay, half the country's screwed up personally, but yeah. But that's no more than the United States is. Anyhow, folks, it's been a pleasure talking to you tonight. I will try to get in here tomorrow. I'm done with all my chemo treatments and my my radiation treatments. Feeling a little bit better. Now if I could just eat, that'd be great. But yeah, a little hard to do sometimes. But anyhow, I'll keep you updated like that on a different story and a different time channel on that there, okay? Anyhow, y'all take care, and God bless America. And yes, I want to make America great again. And thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. And thank you for the thumbs up. And Y'all have a good evening, and we will see you in the next time.